Hey guys, welcome back everybody. So here we come with the another interview questions. So what is the difference between the network command and the redistribute command? Okay, let me tell you that network command is gonna enable the interface. Okay, redistribute command is not gonna enable the interface. That's one of the major differences happening. Okay, forget the other difference right now. We'll talk about it, but this is the one of the major differences happening. Now understand there is a one scenario that we have. So this is the router number one right now, and this guy has a, of course, right? It's a 12.0 subnet, right, between the router one and router two. I usually configure this subnet only, right, 12.0, 24, 23.0, 24.0, so on. So I have a 12.1, and this guy's a 12.2, right? If I'm going to configure right now router EIGRP, right, let's say example EIGRP number one, and I'm going to put the command network 10.1.12.0, right, and give the wildcard mask. In that case, what happened, this interface will be enabled in the EIGRP protocol. And this guy is going to send the EIGRP hello packet, right, that will contain all the neighborship criteria. Whereas on the router number two, if I'm going to give this command router EIGRP, right, EIGRP number one, and if I'm going to put the command redistribute connected, right, so here I'm not going to explain you what is the meaning of redistribute, right? The redistribute the process, because we'll make a separate video on this one. But understand this, interview tricky questions. So I have a redistribute connected command over there. What this command is going to do that it's going to advertise all the connected route. So if the router 2 has a 100 plus loopback, all the 100 plus loopback will be advertised as a external, right? But remember one thing, it's not going to enable the interface. So if I'm going to put this command, then what happened, router 2, this interface will be not enabled in the EIGRP. So if it is not enabled in the EIGRP, then what happens, it's not going to send the EIGRP hello packet. And if it is not going to send the EIGRP hello packet, in that case, what happened, they will not form the EIGRP neighborship. So the questions is what? They will give you this kind of scenario based question. They will put this topology router 1 and router 2, and they will give the configuration. What normally people are used to say that they will form the neighborship, because network command also advertise the route and redistribute command also advertise the route. But this is not a correct way. Network command only enable the interface. Redistribute command does not enable the interface. So let's do this practical, then you will understand more. So I have router number one. Let me take a console and R2 as well. So it's a simple topology. So I'm not going to use my notepad, or you can also use it. That's fine. Right, on the router number one, I'm going to configure interface 0/0, right? And I have a 10.1.12.1/24, right? No shutdown. And on R2, we have a interface gig 0/0, IP address 10.1.12.2/24, no shutdown. And I have a loop back on router number one right now, which is the 2.2.2/8 right now. Let me change it. /8, right? And that's good. On the router number one, I'm going to put this command router EIGRP 1, and I'm going to say that network will be 10.1.12.0, and here we're going to give this command router EIGRP, right? And I'm going to say that redistribute connected. That's all. Right? So have a look over here on the router number one. All good. So this interface has been enabled. So if you see the debug EIGRP packets, I'm sending my EIGRP hello packet at every 5 seconds. Over here, if you see that on R2, if you see, I'm sending the EIGRP hello packet right now from this particular interface on the router number one. But on the router number two, if I'm going to put this command, then what happened? R2 is not going to enable the interface. It's taking longer time. Yep, it came up now. So I can copy and paste this command line. All good. And hit enter right now. Okay. Typo mistake. So you can see I'm going to say debug EIGRP packets, right? I'm not sending the any EIGRP hello packet now. You want to see the one more thing, what you can do that you can go to the R2. Come on. Okay. You can, let's undebug all on the router number 1. This is my router number 1 and this is my router number 2, right? I'm going to keep it down so that you can see the topology as well, right? You can see on the router number 1 right now, so the show IP EIGRP interface. My EIGRP has been enabled over here, but if you see on the router number 2 right now, show IP EIGRP interface, my interface has not been enabled in the EIGRP protocol. That's one of the major difference. So if you have this kind of scenario, they will not form the neighborship. Second, another difference we have is what, using the network statement, what happened, you advertise as an internal route. Okay, so whenever you say the network 1.0.0, you call this guy the internal route. When you're gonna advertise any route with the redistribute command, that route is considered as a external route. Okay, the bonus point, internal route takes the more precedence over the external route in EIGRP protocol. Thank you so much guys, see you in the next video.